I'm sorry if I look like a mess. It's because I am a mess. My hair's doing a really odd thing, and I'd rather it be messy than doing that odd thing. So, this is sorry about the jaw thing. I have like I'm talking to my friend right now. Sorry about the jaw thing. I have like it locks and then my ears pop. So I do that all the time, in case you were wondering. So I tried to record this yesterday, but then my brother started screaming from the second room over, and it was because there was a flying cockroach, and then he never found it. So, we never finished that. So basically, I'm just going to talk about all the same things that I talked about yesterday and some extra stuff from today. I guess. There's nothing going on today. Today's my dad's birthday, but he's in Texas, so that's pretty much all of it. Why is the shadow doing that? It's so weird. I don't know. I don't know how my hair works. But it does. It works. So, just like starting simple. It's summer break now. Hold on. Be back in a few. I have to talk to my friend before he goes insane, because I'm like so awesome. But I was it's summer break now. Summer break started on June 12, but I stopped going to school on June 9 because there was nothing to do anymore after state testing. So basically, like, the day after I stopped going to school, I started learning guitar. Marty Schwartz from Marty Music is, like, my hero right now. He's, like, saving me. And I learned how to do, like, the one string riff thing, and, like, a few chords, and then power chords. Help me. Help. I don't know how to do it with my fingers just, like, there, because I don't have anything to mount them on. So it's like, oh, your fingers are weird. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is like the same thing as episode 1. It's because I don't have a guest today and I can't go outside because it's raining so hard. I actually do have an episode that I recorded before episode 2. And episode 2 was also released weeks after its recording because we had an argument the next day over text. And I didn't want to release anything that he wasn't comfortable with me releasing because, you know, we had an argument. But we sorted everything out. And so I released it, and, like, it was good. YouTube turned off the comments. I didn't consent to that. YouTube, you need to stop doing that. So, what else is going on right now? My life has been really boring recently. I haven't done anything. I've just kind of been sitting around on, like, character AI all day. I am kind of addicted. I miss my dad so much. Stop looking at me like that. So, I'll tell you one thing that happened since last time that I talked to you guys. I went to the Weezer concert on May 3rd. Went in Charlotte, NC, which is a city over from where I live. And, it was, like, wonderful. I was so excited. I was standing there, and there was this other family next to us. It's like 2 teen girls, a teen boy, and then parents. And I was so excited that I was, like, standing there, and I was, like, shaking. And I was, like, stomping on the ground because I really wanted it to happen. It was a little bit delayed because Pitbull, who played before them, he stayed on the stage for too long. So Weezer was delayed by a few minutes. And I was, like, having so much time to be like, oh my god, they need to play. And the dad of them, he was listening to Weezer, like, through his phone speaker like this so that he knew what he was getting into. And then he was, like, looking at me, and he was like, He looked at me like I was insane, basically. And I was insane. Here's another thing from that. When they were playing Pink Triangle, there was this building off to the side that had like a pyramid dome at the top. And that same family was like pointing at it. I think they left early because I didn't see them by the end. But they were pointing at the dome on top of the building. So I looked in that direction where they were pointing. And it was pink. And I don't know if that was on purpose or not. But I pointed it out to my mom. And then we laughed about it. They didn't play El Scorcho. Which I didn't want them to. Like, I didn't care. But then when my dad was asking about it the next day, he was like, did they play El Scorcho? And I was like, no, but they did play my favorite song from Pinkerton. They played Why Bother? And I started screaming, dude. I screamed at every song because I didn't know what they were going to play. I knew that they were going to play the whole Blue album, and I still screamed even when they played that. I knew that they were going to play Pink Triangle, Island in the Sun, Hash Pipe, things like that. I knew that they were going to play Beverly Hills, but the way that they opened for it was actually insane. When they played Pork and Beans, I actually wanted to cry so hard. And Perfect Situation, because I didn't know they were going to play those. I didn't know that they were going to do that at all. But it was so exciting, and I was so happy. And then I got a shirt. I wore it the Monday after that at school, and nobody commented on it. I was talking to people. I was like, guys, I got a Weezer shirt from the Weezer concert. And they were like, so, okay, why are you ruining my vibe? This doesn't make me happy. Be nice. Anyways, on the topic of Weezer, Brian Bell's band Space Twins. I started getting into it a couple of weeks ago. And I love it so much. It's like one of my favorite bands of all time at the current moment. And I was so excited when I heard it that I started downloading the tracks into my trusty little phone here. And I found out how to import your downloaded tracks onto Spotify. And I just... And now that I've done it, I can listen to Space Twins through Spotify offline because it says that I have it downloaded, because I kind of do, onto my phone, just like gallery. So I can just listen to it. And I can literally just listen to Space Twins all day long. And it'll repeat when it's done, and it doesn't play any ads, and you can go back and everything. It's like Spotify Premium, because it's just tracks that you already have on your phone. And then you can add them to playlists and stuff. Oh my god. It's so exciting. That's actually amazing. So now I can listen to Space Twins without having to go to YouTube and being like, hey, can you give me less ads this time? Please. I found a converter from YouTube videos to MP3s. I found a converter and I used it, and it was really, 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 really good. It worked very, very, very well. Now I'm going to practice bass things in the air so that I don't forget how to play it over the summer. So don't mind me. Anyways, that was just the G string. Those are the notes that we know. I played in that order: B, A, C sharp, high D. Anyways, I've just been chilling, basically. I haven't really been doing anything. I got back into My Little Pony, if that's interesting. I started watching it a little bit before the summer started, and this is a big deal for me because I loved My Little Pony when I was little. It was the show of all time. It was My Little Pony was my jam, guys. It was my jam. And I started getting back into it recently, and it's just My Little Pony's my jam again. I love My Little Pony. It's my jam now. And it's a lot more normal than I remember it being, but it's also so nostalgic just to be there and be wow, My Little Pony, because it's did you expect it to be so nostalgic but so different at the same time? I didn't remember the episodes being structured like that at all. But the other day I watched one that I actually remember watching before. It was the one where Applejack was so tired because she was like doing the apple orchard all by herself that she was doing everything wrong. And I remembered specifically the muffin part where she was making muffins with like all the wrong ingredients and every pony in the village got sick. I remember that so well for some reason. Like, that was the only one that I remembered. And then Equestria Girls from my childhood. Even though I watched like all of the episodes like 60 million times. It just. So, anyways. Yeah. Well, first thing that I want to do, because I miss all of my friends. For the summer, I want to start asking my friend, my best friend, my friend that's been in the other episodes, I want to start asking Sparrow if he wants to hang out again. Because we had a sleepover the other day, and it was so bomb. Like, we did watch some Equestria Girls. We watched a Gacha Life mini movie that was like Donald Trump x Kim Jong Un, and it was really funny. It is rumbling outside. My God. We watched Shrek. We watched Scream. That was my first time seeing like a horror movie ever. I actually quite enjoyed it. It was fun. And like, we had a really good time. He became friends with my friend that I was texting here, Caleb. And doesn't hate him anymore. He never really did hate him, but like, cause, yeah, and like, it's just, I'm so lonely and bored, and I have nothing to talk about, nothing to do. Like, all my inspiration is drained. I need to do an episode about drained information, cause like, inspiration, cause this one is like super duper duper big filler. This is a very big filler episode. It's just like, my life updates. What's going on with me over the summer so far? Like, dude, I miss my dad. I miss my friends. Like, why didn't I come on the last day of school to say goodbye to all of my friends and teachers? Why did I have to come on the third to last day of school and then none of the other ones? Like, it's not fair. But it is what it is, I guess, and there's not really much I can do about that. But I'm just like getting ready for big changes in my life, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna be in a different grade next year. I'll be able to reveal my age on the internet for the first time, as if I already haven't. If I haven't already done that, but I already have, I'll be able to reveal it even more next year. I'll be probably meeting a lot of new people. I'll probably not be friends with a lot of the same people. I think you're really gonna find your crowd like in 8th grade or 9th grade, like at least when you are about to start high school. And I'm not really there yet. So how am I supposed to know if the friends that I have now are going to be my friends in 7th grade or in like 12th grade for that matter? I just hope that I don't lose contact with some of them because they're really cool people and they're really nice to me. I do mess up sometimes. I have big anger issues, so I'll just be like really mean, and there's nothing that I can do about that. And there's something that I can do about that, get freaking therapy, but I have no money. And you know what I think I need? I think I need to go to Disney, and I need to find a way to meet the Muppets. Because the Muppets are the only thing that matter in my life. And everything else leaves me, but the Muppets stay. The Muppets love me. The Muppets will never leave me. I have, you can't see it, but I have the Swedish Chef as a Lego figure in my window. And he's just kind of stuck there because before there was like one of those like mochi things, and it melted onto the window, and there was 2 flies stuck in it. One of them was dead, and the other one was trying desperately to get out, so I just threw it away. And that's really gross, but it's just, it happens. It happens sometimes. Flies get stuck in your items. And that's how we're going to end this episode. Never forget, about the flies or the pickles. Goodbye.